Chiefs need to wake up. Chiefs honestly need to wake up, because I, for one, cannot follow what they're doing. I do not think the club is going in the right direction. I don't think so at all. Kaizer came out and talked about the importance of transfers, and he said that they have a plan and they're working behind the scenes and that the fans need to be patient. Well, to me, okay, you are working, you're going to sign players, fine. But what are you signing? What players are you actually signing? You know you have a problem in converting chances. Kaizer Jr. literally expressed that himself in his past interview. But then look at the players that you are being linked to. Apparently, Chiefs is close to finalizing a deal with, for example, Glody Lilepo.
Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Glody Lilepo, who's a Congolese forward, and he plays in France. First of all, where is he playing? He's not playing in France League 1 or League 2. He's literally in the 3rd division of France, in the National League. And he hasn't scored a goal all season. He's played 9 games, he has 0 goals. He literally has more yellow cards than goals this season, right? Last season, a full season is a good measure of what a striker's output is. And strikers are judged by goals. 27 games, 2 goals. Is that good enough? You want to address goal-scoring problems, but those are the type of players that you are linking yourself with. Those are the type of players that you're buying. Stats don't lie. Numbers don't lie. It seems like it's a joke. You need someone who's going to take the chances away, but you're going for people that are not even averaging a goal every 1, 2, or 3 games. That to me does not look like it will solve Chiefs' problem. And then you get them and then they don't perform, and then the fans are going to be frustrated again. But we could have told you that already from his stats. Numbers don't lie. It's as simple as that. So why on earth are you going to spend 500,000 euros, that's 10 million rand, of someone from overseas who still has to come and acclimatize to South African football? They still have to come and acclimatize to the pressures of Kaizer Chiefs and the toxic fan base that can be of South African and Kaizer Chiefs players. And we've seen that before. Apologies for using the word toxic, but we've seen throwing objects to refs, to players. We've seen that. So are you throwing someone under the bus that is not literally from South Africa, and then they're going to scream xenophobia, racism? No. This is a transfer that to me does not make sense, and to a lot of Chiefs fans also does not make sense, and therefore I'm standing with them on that. Of course, if a club buys a player, you have to support your club. You have to think that they have some sort of idea in what they're doing. But for me, if this goes south, if this goes all wrong, I could have told you that from the very beginning. Another one is Tashreeq Matthews, right? Tashreeq Matthews plays for SuperSport. Okay, he's local. Maybe he does not have to acclimatize to the PSL. But look at his stats himself. Matthews' stats throughout his PSL career. He's 30 years old now. So definitely also not one for the future. You know, does he have the pace? It doesn't even seem like he has the pace. Are these people actually upgrades on someone like Ranga? Chivaviro? Are they upgrades? Because Ranga also gets a goal, like, rarely. But these players, those don't also have the goals in them. Tashreeq Matthews this season, 9 games, 2 goals. Yes, SuperSport are also not doing well as a team. But is that good enough? Is that really who you're going for? I mean, Tashreeq Matthews will look at that Chiefs lineup and be like, I'm probably better than Ranga Chivavaro. And if I get the chances that Chivavaro gets and misses, for example, or Ashley Dupree, and if he gets the chances that they miss, he's probably thinking that I can score those, right? Because maybe I'm in a team that also creates more. So he can back himself and he believes in himself. I do believe that the fans of the club in general, just fans of any club, should always support whoever the team buys. At least they should be positive, they should be hopeful, but sometimes you have to be realistic, right? So you really have to be realistic and think about who you're buying and what are they trying to address? Which problems are they trying to solve? Is it goal scoring? Because the people that you're being linked with, Kaizer Chiefs, do not look like they're going to solve your goal scoring problems. It literally means that they'll have the best seasons of their life when they come to Kaizer Chiefs, because in past history, past record shows that they are not great goal scorers, even playing as strikers. So Tashreeq Matthews, for example, 2 goals this season, 9 games. I mean, that's not even a goal every second game. It's not even a goal every third game, you know. So I'm not really happy with that. He doesn't have the pace. I've seen him play. He doesn't have the pace, but maybe he's thinking that if I get the chances that Ranga gets or Dupree get or the Chiefs create and they miss, he tucks them away. He probably backs himself. And that's why I'm saying, okay, at least fans should support always. That's the starting point. But at the same time, we should also be realistic. What weight of expectation are you going to put on Tashreeq? There's a time it looks like Tashreeq Matthews was without a club. It looks like there was a year where he was out without a club. That's not necessarily a good sign, that I don't think it's great for his CV. I don't think it's great as a player profile. So to me, these transfers do not look exciting at all. They do not seem like this is the best that Kaizer Chiefs can do, especially a team that has money. Please, for me, for example, go get Apollos, give Polokwane City whatever they want. Just give them the money. He's for the future. He's young and he can play anywhere in the front line. He's literally versatile and we know that he can deliver. His numbers for Bafana alone are better than Glodie's numbers. They're better than Tashreeq Matthews' numbers right now, and that's international football. So I'm sorry, there are so many better options that Chiefs can go for in the PSL within South Africa as well, rather than running overseas to people that you don't even know or have clues on. And maybe there are even better options in Africa, in teams playing in the Champions League. So to me, it does not make sense that the hierarchy of Kaizer Chiefs, the board, they are coming out and saying they want to address specific problems, but they're not. The players that you are being linked to are not. And I could have told you that from a long time ago. Mtaung Jr. came out and said the strategy was to get defensive players first to solidify Chiefs' defense. That definitely didn't work out. Look at Chiefs, they're struggling to keep a clean sheet. I think they only have 2 clean sheets all season. Then he says now they're looking for attacking options. Okay, fine. Chiefs, you need someone that puts the ball in the back of the net, not just any attacking options. And from those 2 that you're being linked with, it does not seem like they put the ball in the back of the net, right? It's as simple as that. And he said that Chiefs miss a lot of chances and they're the 3rd highest goal scoring team in the league. Well, stats can be misleading. Yes, you are saying that to make it seem like a positive, but Chiefs have literally only scored 16 goals in 13 games. That's about 1.2 goals per game, just over a goal a game. That's not good enough. If the rest of the league standards have dropped, the rest of the competition have dropped, it doesn't mean Chiefs standards should be accepted. 3rd looks good on paper, but look at the actual goals that you've scored. You should measure yourself with Sundowns and Pirates. Those are your direct rivals and direct competition, and they're averaging 2 goals per game, and that's why they are where they are. And that's what Chiefs needs to do. You need to average about 2 goals per game to compete for anything. Chiefs haven't won a trophy. Kids are literally now being born and going to primary school, and Chiefs still haven't won a trophy. They haven't seen Chiefs win a trophy. You need to sort that out by getting a top quality, prolific, clinical striker. There are other stats that show that Shabalala has created some of the most chances in the league, as well as Sirino in the top 5 of most chances created. That does not mean anything if you don't have someone to tuck the ball away in the back of the net. And the thing is, I told you guys about this when they signed Sirino, and I'll add a clip. I said Sirino signing is good, but he's not a goal scorer. He will create that chance, but Chiefs still need someone to tuck that ball away. I told you so, and here is the proof. I'll put the clip in here just for you to see.
If you look at his goal scoring record, it doesn't tell you that he's a great scorer. So goals should not necessarily be expected from Sirino, in my opinion, but we should expect chances. And the problem that I have with that is that even as a great signing, he's great in creation and chance creation. Who's going to tuck away those chances for Kaizer Chiefs? Kaizer Chiefs struggled last season because they couldn't score goals, and they were losing matches and they were drawing matches a lot. Exactly. Is that problem addressed with Gaston Sirino? Half of it. For me, what's lacking is a top striker at Kaizer Chiefs who will take his opportunities. All these opportunities created, or we assume will be created by Sirino, who will be scoring them? And that's my problem with the signing. I think it's incomplete. Someone will need to step up from Kaizer Chiefs, someone that's already there, or they need to go out again in the transfer window and make a signing of a proper number 9, a proper striker who's prolific, very prolific, and very clinical, because that's what Chiefs need. They need goals. And Gaston Sirino will not give you goals, but he does give you chances to create and score those goals. But essentially, that's why attackers get paid the big bucks. They need someone who's going to finish those chances. The most difficult thing in football is to score a goal, and goals win you games, that's for sure. So if Chiefs don't have a goal scorer, I'm afraid that we will not see the best of Gaston Sirino.
Looks like now they're at least trying to find a striker, but they're going about it all in the wrong way. Chiefs, you're trying to find a goal scorer. You're trying to find someone who'll do better by finishing the chances that are being created, by scoring. You need someone that's going to be clinical. You need someone that's prolific, someone that just takes their chances and puts the ball in the back of the net. And at the moment, I can show you, and definitely stats don't lie, Tashreeq Matthews that you're being linked with, as well as Glody Lilepo, do not necessarily do that efficiently. So for me, I can already be like, if this transfer doesn't work out and the fans are frustrated again, who are you going to blame? Because you literally bought these players knowing their stats. There have been rumors that sometimes Chiefs buy players because of agent deals and things in the background, but they don't actually scout players, and they don't buy players that are talented, and those that are talented don't make it. They end up rotting in the Kasi because they don't get their opportunities. I don't know. I think, maybe they're suggesting that there's corruption even at trials, or even you need connections to play for Kaizer Chiefs. And it seems like some people have strong connections, but it's not translating to talent on the field. How many Chiefs transfers would you say have failed at Kaizer Chiefs? How many of those are international transfers? How many of those are non-South African players? I'm not saying or insinuating xenophobia or anything, but I'm just saying Chiefs transfer policy lately has not worked out, even for local transfers as well. So you need to do better research. You need to appoint better scouting professionals. Do something different, because these, I can now, because based on what I've seen and the little analysis that I've done, I can understand the frustration. Yeah, Makosi fans, please let me know what you think. With that being said, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
We'll be there. Do you care though? We'll be there.